Hi, my name is Lorenzo Lee Catherine. This is for Samoa Joe. I know he's from AEW. I know he's doing many things in AEW. I found WWE in 2018, November 3rd or 4th, November 4th of 2018. And I saw Samoa Joe in WWE dominating, fearing people in that locker room. Ever since Samoa Joe left WWE in 2021, it's been a hiatus. It's been chaos between that. Gunther thinks that it's okay to put hands on Michael Cole last year. That was last year. This is the first time that Gunther did something really horrible in WWE. He tried to put hands on Michael Cole because he tapped out of Jey Uso at WrestleMania 41. And he came on Monday Night Raw. He was so upset. And he took it out on Michael Cole. But at that time, his partner, Pat McAfee, stuck up for him. And said, no, you are not going to put hands on Michael Cole, Gunther. And yes, they went on, I think, at WrestleMania Backlash. And of course, Pat McAfee was unsuccessful. Then after that, there's Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre was bickering with Nick Aldis on SmackDown. And act like he wanted to fight Nick Aldis at one point. And Nick Aldis would say, oh, we could fight if you want to, in a way. Then, fast forward to this year, Nick Aldis signed Gunther to SmackDown, which that was a big mistake that Nick Aldis did in his life. Signed this guy. First of all, before all of this, Gunther been going around retiring Bill Goldberg, making fun of after that, saying, "Oh, I retired Bill Goldberg." Then there's John Cena last year on the Saturday Night Main Event on December 13th of his last match of his career. Yes, John Cena was unsuccessful. But then he went on Monday Night Raw, was biggering all the WWE fans and say, oh, I tapped John Cena like a little bee. He going around doing that. Then AJ Styles came and stuck up for him, which that was nice, but he made a mistake of that because he knew he wanted to retire this year and do his retire turn like John Cena. But anyways, it's a done deal on that part. But then he's going around saying, I retired AJ Styles. Just like I said, I retired Bill Goldberg. I'm doing all of this. This is directly towards Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, I know you're doing a good job on AEW. I know everybody in that locker room fear you. And I hope you're listening to this video because we need you back in WWE. I'm praying to God that you will come back to WWE. We need Samoa Joe back because if Samoa Joe is in WWE, Gunther would not had a chance to put hands on Michael Cole last year, would have not even choked out Pat McAfee last year, and would have not tagged Nick Aldis like he's doing on SmackDown. And then it leads to them going to SummerSlam and stuff. Samoa Joe ran that division like crazy. Everybody fears Samoa Joe. And because he reminded him that I'm the baddest bee in this business. So we need Samoa Joe back. I hope his contract expired at AEW. I'm praying to God that Samoa Joe will come back to WWE. I'm praying, please, Father God, Jesus, bring back Samoa Joe. Because everybody in that locker room and WWE forgotten that Samoa Joe ran that business in WWE. Almighty Bobby Lashley, too. He ran the WWE locker room. This is directed to Almighty Bobby Lashley. When they saw the Hurt Business of MVP, they feared the Hurt Business. They didn't dare to touch hands and talk in that way against the Almighty Bobby Lashley, Cedric Benjamin. And it's that other guy, I forgot his name. I don't want to say his name wrong. We need to have these people back. We need Keith Lee back. We need Samoa Joe back. We need the Rated R Superstar Edge back in WWE. We need somebody to teach that Bronson Reed doing a lot of tsunamis in the middle of the ring. Think he's the baddest guy. We've seen Braun Breaker. Think he's the goodest spear guy in the world, like Roman Reigns. We've seen what's the other guy's name? You got plenty more in WWE. Austin Theory saying, "Oh, I beat John Cena." We have all these people in WWE thinking they are bad, but they've forgotten. Ricky Singh think he's the toughest guy in WWE on SmackDown. Oh, I'm Ricky Singh. I came from NXT. Nobody's gonna touch me. He forgot that Samoa Joe ran that business before it was a Ricky Singh in WWE. Ethan Page think he's a guy that's running around Rusev. Think I'm the toughest guy because Rusev is my partner, so nobody's going to touch me. Well, the one who ran WWE before it was Ethan Page was Samoa Joe. The almighty Bobby Lashley, MVP, The Undertaker, The Rock. And we have so many people thinking they are all bad in WWE. On the girls' side, Becky Lynch thinks she's the toughest guy because her husband is Seth freaking Rollins. Well, she would have not even had a chance to talk that way if Shayna Baszler was still in WWE. Lyra Valkyria would have not done what she did to Bayley on the Saturday main event that was this past Saturday because Shayna Baszler would have feared her. Everybody in that locker room feared Shayna Baszler when she was in WWE. And ever since Shayna Baszler left, we've seen Becky Lynch think she's all bad in WWE. We've seen Lyra Valkyria turning heel on her partner Bayley. We've seen Maxine Dupree turn a heel against Alpha Academy, joining the Vision against Austin Theory. Maxine Dupree don't have a chance against Shayna Baszler if Shayna Baszler was still in WWE. And that's why I'm still praying, too, that Shayna Baszler will be back in WWE. Because nobody will ever put hands on Shayna Baszler, because Shayna Baszler made every woman in that locker room be scared when she was teaming up with the Pre-Fuse Collective with Zoe Starr and Sonya Deville. Everybody feared all three of them in that locker room in WWE. And ever since all of them got released in WWE, it's been chaos on SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. So directly for all Shayna Baszler, directly against the Hurt Syndicate over in AEW. I know you're doing your thing on AEW, but I hope you guys come back to WWE. Samoa Joe, Keith Lee, director, all these people that I just named needs to come back because they need to get reminded who ran WWE before it was a Bronson Reed, before it was a Braun Breaker, before it was anybody else. They need to bring back Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman ran that division like crazy. Everybody was scared of Braun Strowman. I'm going to get these hands. Because I guarantee you, if Braun Strowman went against Gunther would have not had a chance to put hands on Nick Aldis on SmackDown like he's doing right now. Because Braun Strowman will stick up for his friend, just like Samoa Joe will stick up for his friend in WWE as well. So TKO 2, you need to bring back Samoa Joe. You need to bring back Braun Strowman. You need to bring back Shayna Baszler. Bring back Zoe Stark. Bring back the freak like me, Lars Sullivan. I know he's retired. He need to get out of his retirement and go back to WWE because they need to remind who ran WWE before it was a Ricky Singh or an Ethan Page or a Gunther in WWE. So I pray to God that they would bring all these people back that's in AEW. Because the only reason why Gunther haven't got brutally attacked yet, because everybody that could attack Gunther is all in AEW. The Rated R Superstar Edge, Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, Keith Lee, Chris Jericho, I can Dean Ambrose, that's now Joe Monsley and stuff. All these Ricochet, Cesaro, all of them is on AEW could take down Gunther. So I pray that you bring back Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross, everybody fear Karrion Kross. Bring back his wife Scarlett. Bring back all these people that you released. The New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods. Bring all of them back. This is directly as well to TKO and WWE. Stop releasing all these good wrestlers that could take down Gunther. That's why Gunther is getting away with attacking Nick Aldis in the locker room, doing what he's doing on SmackDown. That's why all these women is doing what turning heel. So this is directly to WWE, Samoa Joe, and all the people that's on AEW as well need to come back to WWE. I'm Lorenzo Lee Captain. I've been watching WWE for a very long time. I started watching WWE in October 4th of 2018. And I never seen how crazy in the locker room like that before. So I hope that Samoa Joe will come back. I hope all those other people will come back. We've seen Big Cass coming back on August 3rd. August 3rd, right after SummerSlam. That's nice. He's coming back. We need him to come back. Hopefully his partner and Zero will come back. But I hope for all the people on AEW, I hope when their contract be up, I hope they come back to WWE. This is Lorenzo Lee Catherine.